sure by now you are aware of the fact that Chuck Schumer is about to embark on a book tour, not unlike how Hakeem Jeffries recently went on one. We are in the middle of an ongoing coup where MAGA Republicans are trying to dismantle democracy, and these guys are out promoting their books, attempting to increase their personal wealth, while every working class American is suffering. Be clear, there's plenty of blame to go around. John Fetterman is also about to go on a book tour. But it has never been more clear to the American people that the establishment Democrats running the party in Congress do not have the best interest of the working class at heart. They have always been bought and paid for by corporate interest. Let's not forget the fact that many folks in Congress are tremendously wealthy on their own. So it's not only that the 1% or the 5% have bought them, they are part of the 1% or the 5%. When they are worried about protecting corporate interest and keeping stock prices up, that is so that they themselves will continue to get more wealthy. They themselves will continue to expand their stock portfolio and enrich themselves off of their position in Congress. I will never stop harping about how correct AOC is that members of Congress should not be allowed to own single company stocks at all. It is a direct conflict of interest. Now, I don't know about y'all, but it's not business as usual in my house. My husband is a special education teacher, worried about whether his students are going to be homeless, if they're going to have school lunch. The only meals that many of them get are at school. He's worried about them losing Medicaid and SNAP benefits. Will they get deported? He's worried about cuts to funding. He's worried about their protections as people with disabilities. My children are watching their future careers go absolutely poof because of Donald Trump. My eldest kid is a fish and wildlife major. Watching the Army Corps of Engineers, watching the Park Service, watching all of these federal programs, watching funding for research, watching dam removal and habitat restoration just absolutely get wiped off the board by Elon Musk. My 20-year-old has wanted to be an attorney since she was 7. She was super into mock trial in high school. In fact, she's helping coach her former high school team right now. She wants to be a constitutional law attorney, maybe be a litigator. And she's like, what is the point in studying the Constitution? Will laws even matter? Will we even have courts in the future? My 16-year-old wants to be a historian. He was really interested in maybe becoming an archivist, watching what is being done to the National Archives, watching incredibly important documentation be erased off of government servers, documents being shredded, history being rewritten and obliterated, erased, people's entire existence, struggles, important, crucial parts of our history that are being blocked from our youth. They're not allowed to access them. They're not allowed to have those things taught in schools. This is what America is right now. And I have put my entire career on hold. All of the things I want to be doing and talking about, I want to be talking about, raising turkeys. I want to talk about pruning in my orchard. I want to talk about sustainable food systems. I want to talk about the exciting programs that are building resilient local food economies, sustainable regenerative agriculture, the fight against climate change, all of the ways that we can build earth care, people care, and fair share through design. We can make sure that people are fed and fed well in a way that regenerates ecosystems and helps us connect to each other and have a richer, more abundant quality of life. All of that is on hold right now. I would love to not have to be talking about the things that I am talking about. I would love to not have to be going to meetings and protests and spending my time writing postcards and letters. Oh, my dog's saying him too. This is the America we live in right now. And yet Chuck Schumer is like, business is normal. I got to go promote my book. So I may have put this out on Blue Sky this morning, but I stand by it. If you buy Schumer's book or you go to his tour to do anything other than heckle the shit out of him, you're dead to me. And thank you to this person who posted all of the locations where Chuck will be on his book tour in case you would like to go give him hell. So I love the fact that Tesla takedown is now a phrase that we use. It's time to Tesla take down Chuck Schumer. Love it. Feel free to pause. And if you live in any of these places, check out where he's going to be, show up, let him know what you think about what he's done. It's not business as usual in the fact that establishment Democrats in their very cushy protected position are acting like it is, acting like they have time to go promote their books when a democracy is burning down around us. Yeah, that tells you all you need to know. We need a party of the working class, run by the working class, that understands working class interests and that puts them above the billionaires. Establishment politicians in both parties are run by corporations, corporate interests, by PACs, by the super wealthy. And they will continue to throw all of us under the bus for those interests every time until we change leadership, until we shake up the Democrats in the House and the Senate. Now, let's be real. There are a lot of Democrats who actually are progressive, who actually share a lot of the values that I've been talking about here, who actually want to do good work, who want to make substantial legislative change, who want to create a good quality of life for the working class. So let's elevate those folks. Let's make sure that we push those folks forward and bring them to the forefront of leadership. We need to kick these old school folks out who are run by big business, who are run by their own pocketbook, who are enriching themselves and have corporate interest at heart. We need people who are elected officials who have the interest of the American people at heart and are working tirelessly for us, the American people. That's who we need. Those folks understand that it is not business as usual right now. Those are the folks who understand that it's a 5-alarm fire. Those are the AOCs, the Robert Garcias, the Bernie Sanders, the Jasmine Crockett's, I would also argue the Jeff Merkleys and the Maxine Dexters, the Ayanna Presleys. I mean, I could go on and on. There's lots of good folks in Congress who are trying to do the right thing. And the leadership has been holding them back at every step of the way, chastising them, sanctioning them, threatening them with their committee seats if they don't fall in line with the old establishment way of thinking, with protecting corporate interest. And that has got to stop. I said yesterday, and I will continue to say it, I hope that what happened yesterday, as devastating as it is for democracy, as much as Chuck Schumer has facilitated the rise of fascism, I hope that this illustrates for folks who want to continue to support the Democratic Party that the party as it exists right now is not a party for the people, and that maybe we can make it into one, that we can retrofit, that we can reform, but we've got to oust some folks. We've got to be really careful about who it is that we are electing to represent us, that they do actually represent us and not big corporations and not their own wealth.